In 3, 2, 1, play. Welcome, everyone. This is our first broadcast of our first tournament. Up here in the top right-hand corner, we have our lesser blue Protoss Baxter.
Nice. I'm such a split whore, by the way.
Oh, I know. I knew the first thing you were going to look at is the split to figure out. Like, you just determine on the split who's going to win. You're like,
that's it. You should might as well just GG right now, my friend.
Oh, what a shame.
I don't know how he just caught one, but it's alright. He's my boy. He's the bad guys. Alright, introduce the bottom left. Who is that?
In our bottom left-hand corner, the pink Zerg, we have our French player, NayRo.
Oh, yeah. Frenchie, huh?
He's also the one who came up. The reason I'm using the blue six-sided Ring of Fire icon in the bottom right-hand side is because this is actually something NayRo did for the stream.
Oh, nice. Who drew the dude? Like, you have a picture of, like, the new...
That's Cert, and believe me, we're going to be talking about that when it comes up.
Okay, alright.
So it appears we have pretty standard openings here for a PVZ. It looks like Baxter's putting his pylon on the low ground, which should indicate he's going to be going for some sort of Forge Fast expand here.
The old Forge Fast.
The old FFE.
Yep. It's the only build, man. Forge Fast expand or die against Zerg.
I'm telling you, from all the reading I do about StarCraft, it's so hard to say Forge Fast Expand when I want to say FFE. It looks like he's going to FFE, and there it is. There's
I think everybody knows what you're talking about by now.
Oh, I hope so. I mean,
but really, that's the build. You have to do that. It's basically like the only opener that's going to keep you on par with Zerg right now.
Yeah, I mean, and how many times do you have to watch a Korean Protoss player go Forge Fast Expand before you go, yeah. Oh, that's the opening?
Yeah, it's pretty much either do that or get your shit pushed in immediately.
It's kind of the same with Terran, where it's like it's becoming impossible to keep into the game, into the mid game, without going with a fast expand build, something econ focused, like a One Racks Expo or gasless,
whatever, yeah,
whatever it is, like no gas, expand immediately, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like there's no. Like it seems like the higher level play I get myself to personally, it seems like the more economic builds are viable versus the fast pressure builds.
Yeah, NayRo is not expanding right away. That's interesting. No expansion from the Zerg right yet.
He is not expanding. He only has one worker on gas, and it looks like he's going for Zergling speed.
Yeah, he got that 100, and then that was it. He took 2 guys off of gas. That's not really standard, but it might work.
Well, I mean, you see that sometimes. Some people like to get that early gas and then keep one on there so that whenever he's ready for it, he can start the layer. I mean, just keep an eye on his gas count. As soon as he's ready for layer, I'm sure he's going to have just about 100 gas.
Baxter threw down the gateway. That's good in the second pylon, and I like that he put his probe down in the lower right to check for the third timing. I mean, NayRo just got his expansion now, but you always want to know when he's going to get that third. And on this map, you can kind of hide that probe there and check for the third real easily.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a place where this whole map is a place you can exploit terrain in pretty much every location. I mean, if you look at the testicles of NayRo in the bottom, I mean, if you look at Baxter,
these little Zerglings are running in the base, by the way.
Oh well, why don't I watch that instead of going, hey, look at this this testicles placement.
See, he ran in 5, I think. And 2 of them got murdered by the cannon, and then you just got to play this game. You got to kill them with your probes, and it's a pain in the balls, but you don't want to lose too much mining time. So he should actually transfer them all to his expansion right now and just let the cannon do the work for him. Yeah,
but this is one of those stressful times when you're like, okay, well, I have Lings in my base. Like, he knows he can get in with 4 or 6, that means he's going to come in with another 4 or 6. Like, what do you do from here?
I mean, it's smart. He immediately built the cyber in the way, so they can't get in anymore. He's actually completely walled off right now.
Now, I don't know what there you go. He's going to catch them all. And save the pylon. Very nice. So we are now completely walled off, or do we have a little gap in here someplace? It looks like he's going to... Looks like he's going to have to warp people on the other side. I mean, that is one of the strong points. I mean, yes, he's completely walled off, so he's not going to be able to walk zealots out. But he is going to be able to, once he has warp gate technology, which is researching, he will be able to warp in on the other side of this wall, no problem. So,
yeah.
I mean, right now we have an Evo chamber and a Roach Warren coming in for NayRo. I mean, it's all still pretty much standard. I mean, that early pressure did give him a little bit of a leg up, but he does not have any sort of saturation on his natural, whereas Baxter's already getting close to the ideal number of probes. I mean, he's 4 away from being ideally saturated on the mineral patches.
Yeah, he's droning his balls off, dude. He has 0 lings right now. He just has 2 queens.
Yeah, that's the, I mean, he does have that information. I mean, this Testicles parked over Baxter's base is, invisible to him. If you look at Baxter's vision.
Yeah,
and that gives him a very good idea. Oh, I gotta say, the stupid Testicles, like, people talk about siege tanks, like, abusing terrain and medevacs and everything, but look at this scouting he's getting. He knows exactly what he's up to. He knows if his warp gate's done. He knows if he has stalkers or anything else. I mean, once this robo is finished, I'll probably catch this. I'll probably catch him with the observer, but
that's the annoying thing too, because he's gonna be able to see, like, if he puts a robo down or if he puts a Stargate down or whatever, he's gonna see like the unit, which kind of is annoying. But I like that Baxter's using his chrono boost.
Yeah, that's something that, you know, is easy to forget, especially when you're getting pressured. You tend, you know, it's like I know from playing Terran that, like, some things just kind of slip, like you always have a little thing slip here and there, and I can imagine the ability to speed something up would be way less apparent than the ability to actually build something. So you're like, yes, I am getting my upgrades, but am I speeding them up?
The 920 mark, and there's roaches going across the map.
Oh yeah, you're actually you're actually a couple seconds ahead of me, which is good. Okay, but yeah, it looks like he has the first 5 roaches. Going to set up shop on the outside. I think he feels pretty confident that he's got this. But right now we have Baxter loaded up a bunch of zealots in a warp prism. He's going to see if he can't do a little harassing down in. Now, does he know that this third has started? Has he seen that?
No, he hasn't seen it yet. Baxter's build is really good. It's like, you know, it's a little bit off, but it's good. He's got 7 gates. He's got a robo. He's got his forge going. It's a really good build.
Yeah. So now all he's got to do is keep up his finances. And right now he's floating a lot of gas.
He's just got to survive these roaches. If he can survive these roaches, he'll be in good shape.
And this is another strength of this build. He's just going to drop a couple more cannons just to beef up his army.
Yeah. I wish he would have put them a little bit further up, but whatever. They're still in range.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's something that you really. You know, not enough players. I don't think enough people
look down at that warp prism, dude.
And here we go. The warp prism's coming into position. He does have a spore crawler, but it looks like it's going to be right out of position.
Oh.
And that queen is going to go down. But what is? And NayRo is responding by pulling back all of his roaches.
Oh.
Which, unfortunately for NayRo, don't look up.
Poor little roaches. Their little necks can't break.
Oh, for one more hinge in my little carapace.
See, this is great, because he can just abuse the shit out of them right now. He should pick those guys back up and go right back into the main. And possibly warp some more dudes in, man. Use it as a pylon. Warp those guys in.
Looks like he's going to be content to just kind of wait it out and then drop him back down and move around. I mean, this is very strong against Zerg. I mean, he already has a pylon over here too, so as far as NayRo knows, he just warped in these 4 off the warp prism, or these 5 off the warp prism. But now, if you look, there's no presence from NayRo on the other side of the map. Like, this is, you know, this is him having to fall back. I mean, this is something you want. I mean, playing on his side of the field is definitely. Oh, we have some observers leaving. I didn't realize we had observers in this game.
Yeah, there's a couple in there. See, I mean, I wish he would have gotten that last shot off to kill the hatchery. That third literally has one more shot and it'll be dead.
Yeah, but then again, you don't want to lose your whole army either. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of minerals right now, so to warp in 7 more stalkers would be a little hard here. Now, I kind of. He's gonna have to do something.
Natural.
Oh yeah.
He's doing work, son.
Let's look at the workers kill. He's up to 13 worker kills right now.
He's doing work.
And he has enough space in that warp prison to pick up all these units and just be a real pain in the ass, but it looks like his vision, he's not paying attention to this fight as much as he is, oh, there he goes. He tried to scoop him up, but there is a spore crawler there, which I'm surprised hasn't been moved to a to a better coverage area. But looks like he's just going to be very pleased with just bouncing back and forth, keeping these roaches on that side of the map. And behind it, it looks like he's building up quite the little death ball over here.
Yeah, NayRo's doing a good job of defending it. He should inject the hatchery and boost that health up a little bit, you know?
Well,
because it's gonna one more shot and it's dead.
Well, I mean, it is regenerating. It's up to almost 200 hit points already. I mean, it sometimes, you know, it'd almost be faster for him. I mean, is it better to have, you know, 6 more units or to have, you know, 50 more hit points? I mean, he could always drop another one. He's floating over 3,000 minerals right now.
That's what I'm saying. Build another queen. Baxter's taking his third right now, looks like.
Well, he's definitely putting up more gateways. He has them like tucked away all the way over to the left, which is going to prevent any kind of ling run by, which is very smart.
Yeah, his walls off that side.
But the only problem is if he does put a series of roaches on this high ground, he's going to lose those gateways for free. So I mean,
he's going to put. I'm pretty sure he's going to put cannons. Oh, he does. Next to the pylons are the cannons.
Oh wow.
He'll be all right.
Very smart, Baxter. Very smart play.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And he's about to finish his ground armor level 2. He's warping in some sentries. Anything out of this warp prism? No, he's just chilling, being a pain in the ass. I mean, that's kind of what this game is about. It's like, don't let your opponent do what he wants to do. I mean, now he's got an observer coming. I mean, I think he could have been, he could have got all the scouting information he wanted from the, just from the warp prism. But I mean, having invisible flying detection, you know, it's never going to hurt you.
No, it never hurts. It only helps. It only helps.
Now, right now, the supply is very even for what we've seen. I mean, we do see a significant worker lead for the Zerg player, but I mean, that is to be anticipated, seeing he's done 3 bases already, and he's Zerg, and he's right now taking his 4th base. I mean, this is when things start to get a little scary for the Protoss player. I mean, you're looking at a situation where you've effectively kept him off of your production line. You know, he's not harassing you. He's not. I mean, you turned around his roach push with just 4 zealots and a warp prism. I mean, this is what you want. And it looks like he's opting for the ever so popular Charge Lot Archon build.
Yeah. Yep. He's got a nice little force there. He's gonna have to do some damage soon, though. Otherwise, the Zerg is gonna get out of control.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where he can't out reinforce.
Yeah, because he's only got whatever it is, 10 gates at this point.
Yeah, he's got a ton of gateways. He had to take one down to walk his robo units out. But at this point, it looks like he's saying, you know what? I know I'm in the lead. I'm going to make a move. And if he does sweep down here through the right side of the map and pick off this 4th, that's going to significantly limit NayRo's opportunities to, well, 1, to reinforce, and 2, to mine. I mean, he's already getting pretty slim in his main. I mean, he does have...
What time are you at?
I'm at 1737. 8,
okay, cool.
9,
yeah. Yep,
40.
okay, we're good.
Alright, so he's going to walk directly past that 4th and say, you know what? Not my problem.
Not my problem. I'm going to let you be.
Not my problem. I'm just going to set up over here. And what is NayRo's response going to be?
I love this part of the map, because if he engages here, he could force field the fuck out of this whole thing and kill everything.
Well, he's going to start by taking out the first... This is just an almost no response. Here come the roaches.
Force
and the Hydras, too.
Show me those force fields, brother. Oh my god,
storming the workers. Demoralizing.
Oh, it hurts.
The Charge Lots are just cleaning up everything they can get their hands on. The Macro Hatch is going to go down. He has a ton of high energy, high Templar. I mean, this is not looking so hot for our French Zerg player.
He's going to have to, he can't take this army on head on though. He's got to force field the ramp. Cut him in half. Don't do it, Baxter. Come on, buddy. Show me a force field. Show me a force field.
Oh, he just stormed all of them.
Nice storm, though.
Storm all the things. Oh, you didn't do anything right? Well, just throw a storm down. You win. GG.
Throw down that storm, buddy.
Another storm.
Oh, sour about walking through that storm.
I mean, this Immortal is just putting in work right now. I mean, he does not have an observer with his army, and he's just showing his hand on that regard.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't take out the new 4th right here, because there's really... I mean, he could have... I mean, now he's still on 3 bases.
Yeah, he's still on 3 bases. Immortals don't run, by the way.
Yeah, Immortals stand their ground.
Otherwise,
they die for free. These colors don't run.
He took out 2 hatcheries with that. I mean, hey, it wasn't the best. He could have used some force fields probably to win the game, but it was a good engagement. He took out 2 bases with it.
Yeah, I mean, but the problem here is that he's still left with a 3-base Zerg with a significant army and a supply lead.
Yeah.
And NayRo's right now looking at a 40 supply lead. And
Yeah,
he is
Mike
right
Ugly.
up in his
He's right up in
base.
his anus. Those roaches are 2-2 too. They're mean as hell.
Oh yeah.
Storm. Oh boy.
A-click
oh.
and Storm. Protoss for the win.
Oh,
See ya,
boy.
Army. Now, if he had one observer with this army, that's a sweep.
Where is his observer? Oh, it's in the middle of the map.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging out. I mean, he's got to pull that thing back and start doing work.
It is a good game, man. It's pretty back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, even though, yes, the Zerg does have a supply lead, but is it good supply versus this army? I mean...
Oh, don't do it to me, Baxter.
I think the
don't
answer
do
right
it.
now is yes, but we'll see.
Don't do it to me. Get in there.
I mean, both players are floating significant banks right now, and it looks like if he continues to flee from 4 or 5 Stalkers, they're going to pick off quite a few units. And the supply lead is just going ridiculously in NayRo's favor.
Oh.
He must not even realize either that, or he's like, you know what, I got to get over here and take out this third.
Yeah, no, he doesn't realize.
I mean, Baxter's mined out at his main. His natural is just about done. This third's pretty much all the mining he's got going on, and the supply lead just keeps getting bigger.
Wow.
I mean, if he doesn't pull that up, oh yeah, that's what happens, man. You got to take advantage of Zerg when there's an advantage to be taken.
Yeah.
And that's one of the hardest things to do in StarCraft is to know when now is the time.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I
upgrade
think
battle.
he could have had this game, man. That engagement was really good. He needed to force field off that army.
Yeah, I mean, a couple force fields and a good storm, and that army is dead.
Yeah, he did real good with the storms, but if he would have force fielded it and taken out that fourth, I think he would have been in a lot better base. You know what I'm saying? Because the Zerg would have been on 2 base, and he's already mined out in the main.
Oh yeah.
Sour.
But this looks like an engagement that's not going to be in the bad guy's favor.
No, it hurts to watch. It hurts.
I mean, he is holding strong. I mean, you got to say he's not ready to give up yet.
Yo, I heard the roaches are a good unit.
I heard "ee," but not enough. There it is. "Ee."
Scream, bitches, scream.
I mean, but NayRo's playing this very smart right now. I mean, you can say that this was Baxter's game to lose at one point, but you also have to notice that NayRo's not overcommitting. He's not 100% sure that he has the lead here, but now he's at maxed army.
Right.
He's on 4 bases.
Yeah.
He knows he has the upgrade battle pretty much won right now. I mean, he does have 3, 0-3, and there's the GG.
Yeah, he GG'd. It's alright, Baxter. We still love you.
Very strong performance for our first game here. I mean, it pretty much came down to just, one big engagement, which is going to be the norm. And then, this was NayRo. If he had overcommitted later on, it might not have been this decisive a victory, but he was smart enough to back up, know he had a lead, get a bigger lead. Right now he's going for Zerg ground carapace 3, missile attacks 3, and we have Baxter going for Protoss weapons 2. I mean, this was an army that was destined to win at the mid game or play from behind.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting up the Greater Spire too. It would have been ugly.
Oh yeah, but that's our first game. Our first tournament game goes to NayRo.
God damn you, bugs. God damn you.